My name is Clemmons. Well, I remember working on these linoleum blocks when I was really little, like younger than 5 probably, and Grandpa showed us how to do it. And I remember working with animal prints mostly, and then what sticks out most is learning about like negative space and how to actually create the print in the end. And that's probably what stuck with me the most and influenced, I'm sure, me moving into studying art.
Back in the 1960s and 70s, in our rural town of Charlotte, Vermont, there were no iPods, iPads, or cable TV stations to keep children occupied, no sports clubs or other after-school programs. On those long winter nights, when darkness fell at 4 p.m., our parents had to find ways to keep their 5 young children constructively occupied. One of these ways was making prints with linoleum blocks. Our father Jack had a natural talent for drawing and wood carving. He combined these two skills to teach us kids how to make block prints. All of the prints were in sets of 5 blocks, 1 block for each child, 1 block for each color: white, blue, red, green, and black. You'd ink up a block with 1 color, using a tiny roller dipped in printing ink to cover the raised section of the block. You'd press the block on the paper using an old press that our dad found in a junk store in Charlotte. And when the print was dry, it was time to ink up the second block with its second color, press it on top of the first print, and let it dry. And so on until you had all 5 layers of colors, one on top of the other, that became the final design of the print. Dad assigned 1 block for each child based on our ages. He made sure that the block with the simplest carving was assigned to the youngest child, the 5th born.
When you get ready to get it in, you drive this right on into the barn. All the way in, the door will be open. Start throwing it all up into the barn. Not this part of the barn, you don't get it.
Dad helped all of us carve our blocks, and he made sure that no one cut their fingers while using the sharp blades. And the most challenging carving was assigned to the oldest child, the firstborn.
When you look at the detail in these,
It's beautiful.
it really is.
They're beautiful, and the colors are still so bright.
Yeah. And you can certainly tell that this is our barn and house.
Mm-hmm.
And this water barrel stayed in the yard for a long time. We'll have to get going again with some of this. I think once the kids get involved with it, I think they would like it.
All right, Dad. Well, just block printing was a lot of fun, and one of our family's earliest Farm2Art projects. It began more than 40 years ago and continued with the grandchildren,